right, good morning. I'm doing New Year's dinner today, so I am going to. Someone asked me to make cornbread for them. They didn't know how to make good cornbread, so I'm gonna show you my cornbread. I've always made it. How my family has made it. So what I have here, I have salt. I have canola oil, which I'm using vegetable oil this morning. I use whatever's on sale, and I have shortening. And I have cold water, not hot water, cold water. I have 3 eggs. And I have buttermilk, self-rising cornmeal. This will all be down below. Okay? So we're going to start by this. This is my no-stick baking pan, but they always say no sticking, but they don't mean it. So what I'm going to do first is we're going to go ahead and get this part out the way. I'll take a piece of paper towel and I'll take my shortening, okay? And I grease this really, really good, all over, everywhere. Now I got my oven. I preset it to 365 because I found that is my sweet spot for baking cornmeal. So now I'll discard that. We're through with this. That's the only thing we use shortening for. You can use lard. I would suggest using shortening, lard, or butter, not canola oil, because it all slides down the side. All right, now I'm going to set this to the side. We're through with that right this minute. I have 2 cups of buttermilk self-rising cornmeal. Okay, I'm going to put that in there. Now, I got 3 of our fresh eggs, and they're medium large maybe. So because they're fresh, I'm going to crack them all into here and check them one by one as I dump them in there. Just to make sure there's, make sure they're good eggs. And what you're looking for is no blood spots from them sitting on them too long. We usually collect our eggs several times a day, so unless there's some event where we can't. Okay? Now, I'm going to set that to the side because we're through with that. Now, over here, I have cold water. Now, salt. I generally don't measure this, but I'm going to measure it. It's a tablespoon. And that's probably half a tablespoon of salt. We are through with that. Now we're down to the vegetable shortening. Now we will get right here to the vegetable shortening, and we want one-fourth a cup of vegetable shortening. I'm through with the vegetable shortening. I got extra self-rising meal because I'm going to make more. So we want 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. This makes it moist. Now, just going to fill that up. Now I take my spoon that I had, and I'm going to, the oil, then the eggs, and the salt, I'm going to go ahead and, you want to break your yolks and just work this in first so you know where you're at with it. And there again, I got my oven preheated. It's already been heating because I'm cooking New Year's Day lunch. So, and you want to get that. See how I'm going to try to make it a little bigger. Hold on. See how you want to work that in until it's like a sticky, gummy dough, so you can make sure everything touches your eggs, your salt, and your oil. I will have the full recipe down below in the description box so that you will know. Now, I've got that worked to a stiff dough. Now, I take my cold water, not ice water, just cold out of the tap, and you want to work it in. I put it in this so I wouldn't have to leave the camera. And you want to just work this in. You never want cornbread to be stiff. You want it to be pretty much as loose as pourable. like pancake batter, because that's what makes most people's cornbread dry. And you want to keep on till you work all that in till it's a smooth batter. Which I'm so used to doing this, I usually do it over the sink like in 2 or 3 seconds. But for sake of video, I'm going to do it right here. Okay. So there's no lumps in it. I mean, and if you have a couple little tiny lumps, don't worry about them. They'll bust inside. You don't have to worry about it. See, and this is a perfect consistency. And I can't tell you how much water to use. I wouldn't even begin to know where. I guess I could have, because each recipe is different. Each cornmeal batch is a little different. I'm just giving you a premise. Now, do you see how runny that is? See how runny that is? That's how you want it. You want it literally soupy. Now, I'll take my cornmeal over here, pour it in my pan. It should only fill maybe 1/3 of the pan. And through that. So, and there you have it. And if you bake this, it'll make a beautiful Poland cornbread. And the way you tell if it's done, you can either stick a toothpick in it, or you can push it. Okay? So just push down. If it springs back, put it on broil for a couple minutes to get the browning consistency that you like. And then therefore turn it out on a plate and let it cool for a couple of minutes and slice it and eat it. It's just that easy. Thank y'all. I hope y'all have enjoyed it. Happy New Year. Bye.